Yeah, we back.
Hey.
What we doing? Yeah, we raising kings. What she doing? Yeah, she raising the king. What they doing? Yeah, they raising kings. Raising kings. Raising kings. What she doing? What he doing? Yeah, they raising kings. What I'm doing? What I'm doing? Yeah, I'm raising the king. Lady Love, what you doing? Yeah, she raising the king. We raising some kings. We raising some kings. Yeah. Raising Kings podcast.
And we back.
Yeah.
Like we never left.
Yeah.
Yep, we back, boy. That was some technical difficulties, but we trying to make it happen.
Yes, we back with another episode.
Trying to make it happen, baby. Trying to do what it do.
That's right.
So much things is happening. We gotta be out here to stay out here, stay in touch with what's going on, man. So much stuff going on. I mean, all these protests going on this weekend all over the country is kind of crazy right now.
Yep, and
but we gotta keep the pressure on. Gotta keep the pressure on. Gotta keep their foot on their neck. Gotta keep the pedal to the metal, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yes. Well, we back here with another episode, Raising Kings podcast. This is your girl Sassy.
And this is Jefe, Mr.Nobody. Ain't nobody. Just out here just talking. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Well,
Nobody.
We just
you know what I mean?
we
Ain't nobody.
doing a little Mr. Nobody, Mr. Somebody, but Mr. Nobody.
Mr. Nobody. They call me Jefe, but I ain't nobody.
Let me have my pillow because my little back right here. My back be hurting, so I had to put a pillow behind my back.
Yeah, I know. I had to get a pillow for this for my chair too.
Yeah. But so we just
man. But you know what it is.
With what's the current events, what's going on right now in the world, and I like it that they have not let up because we are seeing change, and this is what everybody was afraid of, saying that what if nothing happens? But it shows protesting and making noise and saying shit does make a change.
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. You got these. I mean, it's the craziest thing to me is how these police to be honest with you, they're really under pressure. And I keep saying it. And I'm saying that, just the criteria, like say, we looking at let's say New York City. I mean, in New York, in the state, inside the inner cities of New York, of the 5 boroughs, you have 39,000 police officers. You understand? So, I mean, if we keep the pressure on and organize the way they organizing, they can't stop the movement. 39,000 police officers compared to 200,000 people coming out in the street marching every night. You ain't stopping that, no curfew. Like today, the mayor de Blasio, the mayor of the city, he lifted that curfew this morning.
Exactly.
He said, ain't no more curfew. No more curfew. That curfew shit is done because, and even still, nobody was abandoned anyway. People were still in the street.
Exactly, and then this is people's rights to protest, so they're trying to put curfews, because it was with all the looting and stuff like that, so they wanted to put curfew and stuff like that. But all the looting started. Now everybody really, marching for the cause and Black Lives Matter.
It seemed like after they locked up the other police officers, all 4 of those police officers or whatever, it looked like the looting situation kind of calmed down.
Yeah,
and it seemed like there's people out there kind of stopping that shit. I seen that MMA fighter Bones Jones. He was out in the street. I mean, he was out there. I mean, he stepped up. That MMA fighter.
Bones Jones.
Yeah, exactly. He stepped up a couple of kids out there. They had spray paint. He was like, "Give me the spray paint can. Give me the can." Jones. What they gonna tell him? No. That nigga hurt you, boy. They gave him cans of quick. Nigga Bones Jones. He was in regular clothes too. I said, "Oh," she said, "Give me them fucking cans. Give me them cans." They got them shits up, boy. What you want? You want to get your ass whipped by Bones Jones on the street?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe, yeah, because it's enough for the spray painting and the destroying property and stuff like that. Go like now, I see where they knocking down Confederate statues and destroying stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yes, that's what we do.
No,
That's what we do.
but what they did in Virginia. I'm with that. They spray painted
Hell
that damn
yeah.
Confederate monument. They sprayed
Yeah,
that
look,
shit down. I'm not mad at
that's
that.
on the
If you
shirt.
want to
That's on the
destroy,
shirt.
if they destroying, that them racist
Yes.
slavery goddamn monuments and shit like that, I'm all for
Hmm.
that. We could tear that shit down all day.
Yeah,
But just don't tear
exactly.
down the neighborhood, man. Don't
Yeah,
and other
man.
people business.
This is where you
Let's stay
live.
true to the
This is
cause.
where you live,
Let's stay
and
true.
you're gonna make
Yeah.
it, real hard and difficult for you guys to get resources. So,
Yeah,
not your own
even it,
neighborhoods.
yeah, yeah. I mean, in general, even I understand. You, like I said, you can't say, you can't really um adjust to how somebody's going to react when they're hurting. You can't really say
Hmm.
how they're going to react, but
Right.
it has to be some type of it got to be some type of civility. Whereas you're not, you know what I'm saying. Let's don't diminish the cause because you giving them people a leg to stand on and say, oh, look what these people are doing. They
Hmm.
destroying
Hmm.
everything. They're looters and this and that. To give
Exactly.
reason for them to come out and bust heads, which they doing it anyway. But
Of
that's what they're
course.
going to use to say this is what they're doing. So we just, but it seems like it's calming down. It seems like it's calming down. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I mean,
Yeah, I do.
just oh
Everything now seems just real peaceful because when you look at it, you see those protesters in Orlando. It was two
yeah,
separate protests going on. They were all marching. I'm talking about huge crowds, and they ended up
I seen that.
interjecting with each other at the intersection. They just went nuts. It
Right,
was
they
like
came to the
pandemonium.
intersection.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly. So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
we
I
need
seen
to
that. I
do,
seen
man.
that.
I seen everybody across the Brooklyn Bridge, the Golden State Bridge in San
Yeah,
Francisco.
yeah, yeah,
That bridge
yeah,
that's in
yeah.
Selma. They crossed that, and it's just I feel like we're making so much noise that they cannot deny it.
Yeah,
They cannot deny it.
you know. Yeah, man. I mean, it's like I said, man. We just got to keep the pressure. You got to keep the pressure on. People saying people start, marching for no reason. But when you see this type of outcry and this type of people inside the street
Hmm.
trying to express their constitutional right to protest, I mean, it gotta be some change, man. I mean,
Absolutely.
again, like I said, like we were saying in the previous podcast that we were saying, like I said, I truly believe we're not going to be able to tear the whole system down. I mean, it's not. I mean, they talk about let's defund the police department.
Yeah.
I don't really see how that's going to work. What I truly believe is, I think they need to take monetary source. They need to take those type of resources, those type of monies, like they were saying in California.
The dog got to make his grand entrance. See, I
Okay,
told
because
you every time we go live, he start going nuts.
he see lights, camera, action. So it's his
Every
time
time
to
we
do
go
what it do.
live, he start going crazy. But
Yeah,
yeah, my
so
bad. You
it's
were
his
saying in
time. It's his
California.
time. It's his time to do what it do. But like I was saying, when they try to move those resources around, they talk about defunding the police department. They need to reroute those funds. And like I said, they need some type of civilian commission board,
Hmm.
some type of board that oversees these police
What they're doing.
departments. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And it seems like,
Hmm.
and it really seems like the police unions is really more the problem. That they
Of
don't want to
course,
have,
because you see
they don't want to have
they
no.
backing them by any cause.
Right, and it doesn't seem like, it seems like the police union don't want to have no oversight. They want to be able to do whatever they want to do.
Hmm.
Some of these police departments, just for you to get regular records on police brutality, they don't want to give it up. That got to
Right.
stop. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We have to have some sort. It got to be some sort of. I don't know what you want to call it. I'm just calling it a civilian commission board because that's
Hmm.
what I've heard they said before. But they need to have a civilian board that has teeth and has power. That they have their
Hmm.
own investigators. It's like, again, we saying the police can't police the police. So let's form some type of agency, some type of a commission that
Hmm.
has their own investigators trained separately from the police. Not no
Right.
retired police officers, not no retired, none of that.
You can have
Something,
no connection or no
no,
relation to the police
you can't be
force.
retired
Period.
police or nothing. It has to be
Hmm.
its own entity, its own way of functioning to go after these police officers and go after these captains, sergeants, whatever you want to call it, sheriffs,
Right.
whatever you want to call it in your community. That's what they need to have. They need to have a
Hmm.
real strong What I don't care what you call it.
Yo, the
Some type
union is
of,
really the problem because you see
that's
how
it.
they pushed that 74-year-old man down. He bust his head, he
Yeah,
cracked his head on the floor, and they just all walked by
yeah.
him and left him there, right?
But you know what?
So when they
I'm
walked out,
sorry.
it was like 57. No, that's okay. Wait, it was 57 of them that walked off
No,
the rescue force.
right. They put in a resignation because they see it's
Yeah.
a travesty. But not only that, if you look, they only got those two police officers. But if you look at that footage, when those police was going forward, they looked like
Mhm.
I don't know if he was a commander or he was a supervisor. He was the
Yeah.
one, the third cop behind him. He was the
Was
one that
pushing them, not
directed
making
him
them
to
touch
push
him.
that.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, push that guy out the way. Why
Mm-mm-mm.
didn't they charge him? They should have
Mhm.
charged. Not only that, the other one of the police officers that is charged right now, he was going
Mhm.
to try to help him. That other cop
Yes,
was
and
like, no, don't
they
help him.
push
Keep
him.
moving.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah, pushed him
exactly.
out
That's
the
it.
way.
That's
Why
true.
didn't why didn't take him? They should take him too because he
Yeah,
was the one that that actually
he
told those
did.
officers because those officers wasn't going to do it.
Yeah, and
I
then the
bet you
thing is,
any
the
amount of
union
money.
is backing them. The union
Right.
backing them.
I bet you any amount of money. When it really comes down to it, that's what they're going to be like. They were taking orders. That's what they told them to
Of
do.
course,
That's what
of
they
course.
did. That's what it was. But if you look at the footage, you will see that third officer telling them to do that shit, and not only to
Mhm.
do it, but leave the nigga there. Let's keep moving. Let's keep marching forward.
Yeah, it's
And
just
that's how we
crazy,
need to
man.
be. You see how the police force is. That's how we need to be in
Mhm.
these protests. When these police want to
Yeah,
go at it and go back and
yeah.
forth, you need to have a good group of sacrificial. I'm not gonna call them sacrificial lambs.
Mhm.
That's really and ready to go in and to go
Mhm.
push forward towards these police.
Yeah,
You
because
understand what I'm
that
saying?
front
Because
line, the front line, and the
yeah,
second line, and the third line may get, they may be sacrificed. They may hurt. They may get
yeah,
hurt. They may die.
yeah.
But it got to be those sacrifices.
But
Them first
I'm gonna
set
tell
got
you
to
something.
get it for the rest to push through.
Listen. All jokes aside, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. Trina, she better get to the front lines immediately. The front, I don't care what type of protest is going on. Trina better get her ass to the front line because they canceling her ass. That
Oh,
bullshit she done did
yo, she
this past
retarded,
week,
man.
man, they talking some shit about her right now. And it's not. And listen, the thing about it is when you living on your high perch, that's the thing I'm saying.
Yeah,
When you
that's
living
a
on your
fact.
high perch, you kind of forget where you come from. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You living in your nice gated community, nicely and secured and shit, and you
Mhm.
forget about the folks down at the ground. Now
Yo,
remember,
they
she
don't give
worked
a
every
goddamn
day.
about her fancy house. She'll still get drug
But,
out of that car.
but listen, the thing about it is, you see how easy it was for her. And the thing about it is, that goes to show with Trick is still, he's a man of the people, still
Yeah.
attached to the community.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
When you're not attached to the community the way Trick is, that's the reason why Trina could say the shit that she said. And you
Yeah.
understand? And she pretty much, she dug herself a big ass motherfucking hole, and
Yeah, man.
Trick was trying to save her
To
ass,
save her,
trying to
yeah.
save her,
She
and she
wouldn't
wasn't
shut
trying to hear it. I mean, she wasn't trying to hear it. I hate to see the nigga that she dating that got to be dealing with her in the house when she like that. I'm telling you,
Hey,
it
you
got to
know
be
what?
hell for the
You know
nigga.
what got her real rowdy? She said that all her friends' business got broken into
That's all well and
and
good.
tore up. But come on,
Listen,
you calling people
it's
animals and they out here protesting for your rights too now. Don't get it
but you
twisted.
know
It's
what?
your rights too.
You see the thing about that is you see. Let me tell you what she made the mistake at. And again, I'm Mr. Nobody. I'm not just here to judge. I'm just a spectator on the outside, on the sideline, talking shit. You know what they say about motherfuckers with opinions. Opinions are like
Everybody
assholes.
got
Everybody
one.
got one. So I guess I got one too. So let me put my 2 cents in. But here, but the thing about it is it's simple. The thing about it is with Trina saying the stuff that she said, it's like
Mhm.
she's adding fuel for the other side to come and say the shit that she say.
Of
I mean,
course,
for the
of
for the
course.
police to do the things that she do,
Hence Candace
calling these people
Owens.
animals and things like that. And Trick was out there trying to help her, trying to save her. Trina, it's all about you, Trina. The shit you trying to say, these people out here, the same thing we've been saying. The same thing we've been saying. People out here are hurting. We've been in the house for 3 months. Some people out here they ain't got nothing
Yeah.
coming. No
Mhm.
check, no unemployment. They out
Yeah.
here ass swinging in the wind. The only thing they looking for is the food to feed their family. You understand what I'm saying? But she got the nerve to come tell you, oh, these niggas need to get locked up. Let's clean up the streets.
Then she said, when they asked her, like, yo, so you don't feel afraid when the cops get behind you? She's like, nah, because I got my license and insurance.
I got my license and insurance. Yeah. And don't get it twisted now.
Yo, what's wrong with this goddamn dog, yo?
Oh, he not trying to go nowhere. He's trying to stay, baby. He ain't trying to go. How you gonna try to take, deprive him of his 5 minutes of fame, man? What the hell you wrong with him?
Yo. And he's still trying to come back up. He locked his foot so I couldn't put him down.
That's right. He stood up top of them twin peaks.
I'm telling you. But Trina must have forgot, yo. She forgot about damn Sandra Bland. Like, you a woman too.
No.
Do I have to go through the list of women that then got killed by police too?
Trina, you could see Trina is living a real privileged life. Okay.
Yeah, man.
She's sitting on a high perch that they trying to tear that motherfucker down right now. Okay. And I'm telling you, Trina,
you gotta watch what you say. It's cancel season.
I don't want them to see them mess up your bag. You better run to the front lines ASAP. Get up there quick. Get up there quick. Go make yourself a sign. Say Black Lives Matter.
That's her best bet.
Get some people with some cameras up there and be real serious about it. Put yourself on the ground. Do whatever you got. Matter of fact, go out there and do some looting if you got to. Do whatever you got to do.
Something to show you still down with the people.
Yeah, man. Do something, because right now, they trying to get that ass, baby. You know what I'm saying? And
Trina has always been someone that usually say, oh, people beneath her. You know what I'm saying? She forgot she a city girl. She forgot she from the city. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. They are animals. Their own people are saying you're animals. That's what she said. She's giving fuel. She's giving ammunition she's basically crossing the line and just taking up all the guns and ammunition and taking it over to the other side and be like, here, motherfucker, go shoot them.
Exactly.
That's basically what she's doing.
That's like that bitch Candace Owens.
Well, Candace Owens clearly picked her side. I mean, she clearly picked her side. The thing about it is, the thing is so surprising with Trina, we ain't never thought, even though she said we knew she been saying a lot of people are beneath her, but we didn't know her true heart. We found out that day when she opened up her mouth. You understand? and being at Trick, she should be trying to thank Trick right now. She should be thanking him.
Trick always coming to her rescue, like man.
That. And trying to, he tried to save her, man. He tried to pull her back off that ledge and she was steady going, man, I want that smoke. Today is the day. I want to give it to you. We're going to do that, Trina. And he kept on talking to a real calm and cool, Trina.
Trying to get her
Trina. It ain't. Because the people are upset right now, man. You can't, the people, yo, man, you sitting on your high perch, living whatever gated community you living in, probably, because you damn sure ain't living in the hood. You know she ain't living in the hood.
Nowhere near it.
Wherever she living, she's nice and secure, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. While everybody out here suffering, she working every day. She got her job. She's an essential worker because she's a broadcaster with media, so she get to work every. So she got her check coming. She good. Her rent is paid. Her car insurance definitely paid. Her car no paid. But everybody else shit about to get foreclosed on. People ain't paid their rent in 3 months. They just saved some people just recently, being that pussy ass nigga Governor DeSantis extended it, so niggas got until July to find somewhere to take their ass. You understand what I'm saying? While she's still secured in her spot, nice and good. You understand what I'm saying? But people trying to come after that ass. So if I was her, they're calling you, Trina. Get to the front lines, baby, fast.
She better pay a couple people bills or something.
I don't know what she got to do, but what I know, the best thing she could do, get to the front lines ASAP. You understand what I'm saying? ASAP. Get your hand out there and go lay it down. Go punch a police in the face or something. Do something. I don't know what you got to do. Something. Just be on the front line. You know what I'm saying? Just in Fort Lauderdale, maybe that chick just in Fort Lauderdale a couple days ago, that Fort Lauderdale police officer pushed that black girl down on the ground. That was Trina. I don't know. Maybe that was her. That was laying on the ground. I don't know. But she better get involved fast, because they trying to come after that bag, baby.
Exactly, man. Because like the thing is, like, like, because I want to touch base on it. Real quick. I want to touch base on Candace Owens' dumbass real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Yo, like, I can't understand how a chick, she is so anti-black, and you're not even like a light-skinned black girl. Like, you're dark-skinned. You know what I'm saying? And she sued the school that she went to for discrimination, but you don't see racism and all this stuff. I just don't get it.
What school did she go to?
I can't remember the school that she went to, but she filed a discrimination lawsuit against them and won. So now you are alt-right and pro-Trump and we bad people and stuff like that, and you have to sue people for discrimination. So what are you talking about? She's saying that she don't see that the police is no systemic racism and we're mostly the problem. The same thing with the guy that was bird watching in Central Park, and he asked the lady to put the dog on the leash, and she wanted to go crazy, almost damn choked the dog out, trying to be another Karen. You know what I'm saying? She was defending the chick.
Oh, she wasn't another Karen. She was Karen for real.
Yeah,
she wasn't another Karen.
Yeah,
she was Karen for real. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
But she defending that situation. Same thing. She bringing up all this extra shit on George Floyd that has nothing to do with a police officer suffocating him to death. I just don't understand that chick, man. She's a nutcase.
I mean, the thing about it is with her, you know, the thing about it is with her, the times I have seen her talk, I think she was even in Congress, talking in Congress at one point. But she's clearly picked her side. Even that's the side that they don't even want her on that side anyway. Because if it really came down to it, she really ain't got nowhere to go. You understand what I'm saying? She's in for a rude awakening at some point in time of her life.
They gonna use her ass up until they're done with her.
Right, because
right like now, Omarosa.
Because right now, to be quite honest with you, I believe she's in it for the check. She's in it for the check. You know, she picked her side. She picked a side because she feel because again, they anytime you want to grab her, there was another guy too, I forget his name, but I haven't seen him in a while. He's on the same level as that chick. He used to be on CNN. But I haven't seen him on CNN in a while. He was in Donald. Everything came out his mouth. He was with Donald Trump, all the way through. But again, to be honest with you, I think it's a monetary thing for her for a check or whatever the case may be, because
she
clearly picked her side. She's definitely retarded. There's no question about that.
The same thing like Omarosa. She was all pro-Trump, all gung-ho Trump until he kicked down her ass. Now you think you're gonna come back to the people? You can't come back on this side after you didn't say what you said. So tread lightly.
Oh, she could try. I mean, she could try. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, the thing about it is, with Omarosa, you know, we'll take you back. We'll just put your ass in the corner for a little while. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, well, you know, me personally, I mean, you could get away from the fray and go do your fuck shit, but you got to come back home. When you come back home, we're going to give you your lumps. We'll lump you up nice and tight. You know what I'm saying? Make you go sit down for a while until we're ready. We'll pick you back up. And then, you know, and say, okay, we'll see where you can fit in. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. Man. I mean, that's just what it is. Because ain't nobody else going to take you. We ain't got no choice but to take you. You know what I'm saying? Where you going to go?
Because they don't want you no more.
Yeah, where you going to go?
Don't want you.
You ain't got nowhere else to go. So you got to come. You got to come back home, baby. You ain't got a choice. You got to come back home. Because the thing about it is, if I don't even know Candace Owens, I don't even know her. But if I seen her on the street and I seen some white dudes whooping her, I'ma jump in and try to help her. You know what I'm saying? I'ma try to jump in.
That's just morals. That's just morals.
But don't get it twisted now. Some other people are like, yeah, let them whip her a little bit. Let her get her ass whipped.
Hell yeah. You know? Because I say, punch you in the face first. Punch you in the face first.
You know,
y'all doing too much. Chill.
You've been doing a lot of talking. Let's at least give it a little 5 minutes of a good ass whipping, and then be okay. That's enough. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, like I said, man, people need to understand. You got to be on the right side of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of fuck shit that happens.
It's not really a race thing. It's not a race thing, man. It's a right and wrong thing, and we gotta definitely just, you know.
Yeah, and don't listen.
The issues that we're having, man, that's been systematic since for 400 plus years. It's proof, and people still deny it.
And let us both be clear, even after we talking about the situation with Trina. I like me personally, I don't agree with the fact that I'm having to go tear up other people's businesses. I don't agree with that. But again, I cannot sit here and say how a next man is supposed to react to some injustice that's been happening to them, especially people who's been in the house frustrated, who can't feed their family. I can't go and judge this person and tell them how they should, what they should be doing and what they're not supposed to be doing. I don't agree with it, but I can't sit here and say, oh no, that's some bullshit. You can't do that shit. Yo, I can't say that, man, because a lot of people out here are hurting, man. A lot of people lost their family member to this coronavirus.
Yeah.
A lot of I'm talking about
it's a lot. It's a lot.
I'm talking about basic essentials, man. Just to feed yourself, just to put food in your mouth. That's the basic. That's the lowest. That's basic essentials. People can't do that. You understand what I'm saying? And people's been paying their money into a system that says that system is supposed to protect.
And this is what's supposed to happen. Yep.
Right.
And that system was just like, nope, we ain't got nothing for you.
We've been paying into this system now. Our tax dollars is paying into this system to say that this system is supposed to protect us. And it's clear that the system is not protecting nobody.
It's not. It's definitely not.
In any shape, form, or fashion. So for you to be sitting on your high person, be telling people are animals, we need to clean up the streets, and we need to lock these niggas up, baby, girl. The front lines is calling you, baby. If you want to keep that bag, because they're coming after that bag, they're trying to put you in the street. Okay, they're trying to make you return your shit and make your house go on foreclosure. Get to the front lines ASAP. You understand what I'm saying? Get to the front lines. Get your sign and show you about the cause, baby. I don't know what you got to do, but they're trying to come for you, baby.
Hell yeah. Because you don't say shit like that, man. People especially as a black woman, man. You see what happened to Sandra Bland off of a traffic stop. Yeah, she never made it home after that.
Exactly.
You see what happened to Breonna Taylor. And
just to show you how out of touch she is, it don't matter whether you got your driver's license. It don't matter whether you got your driver's license insurance. When the police pull you over, it's a roll of the dice. You don't know who you gonna get.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? You don't know who the fuck you gonna get. Straight up.
Yep.
You know who you gonna get.
It's a scary situation. Even me, I mean, I'm not a criminal or nothing like that, and I know I drive with license and insurance and all that stuff. And every time they pull me over, I gotta prep up. Oh, make sure I got my seatbelt. I drive with my seatbelt, but now, how can I help you, officer? You know what I'm saying? It's a timid situation. It's a timid situation.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know who you don't know. For us, when we see them blue lights go off on behind us, it's the roll of the dice. It's the roll of the dice, man. You don't know who is. You don't know who you gonna get.
Place.
Right.
Don't get it twisted. You don't know what it's a racist place.
Right. You don't know who you gonna get. You don't know. I don't care what you got. You know what I'm saying? They could just be like, well, you under suspicion of some bullshit. Get out the car, whatever. Yeah. You don't know who you gonna get. You don't know.
They're gonna say you look like somebody that don't look like you. And that's what that's gonna be the probable cause.
You know what I'm saying? Man. I mean, look at this joint that happened. We done put on our social media about that young man that got pulled over down in Mississippi. Look what happened with him. They didn't ask him for his license. You could, and on top of that, if you look at that footage, you could see how that police was just scared. He was out there by himself, and he was scared. He didn't know if he should have. He don't know if he should talk on the walkie-talkie or he should do so. He don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, when they didn't even ask him nothing. After he started asking questions, then he asked, "Oh, wait, let me get your license."
How do you arrest somebody for an infraction for speeding?
Or
all his rights was violated.
What it was, they seen them dreads in his head. He had them dreadlocks. Okay, I'm gonna lock this dread-headed nigga up. He must got some. They don't. Come on, man. They don't even do. I mean, this is the stuff that you see these people out here marching for. You understand? Yeah. This is why people in the street. And we gotta thank these people that's really out here getting maced, pepper sprayed, tasered, all type of shit. We have to thank these people, man. Again, these are the people we expecting that's gonna protect us. He said, "I'm gonna wait for your next supervisor to come." When the next supervisor comes, the first thing that supervisor does is punch him in the face. I mean, come on, man. And throw him to the ground. Him and say, "Get your ass down, boy." That's their favorite thing. That's the other racial slur. They don't say nigga. They don't say negro. They don't say color. They say boy. They call you boy. That's it. It's unfortunate, man, but it's like I said, man. They say they keep saying there's a few bad apples in a bunch. Fuck the bad apple. It could only be one bad apple in the bunch. Once you put one bad apple in that bunch, it fucks up the whole barrel. Exactly. It fucks up the whole barrel. So that means we gotta tear it. We gotta go up. We gotta clean it up from the top to the bottom. the floor
Yeah.
up. We gotta go through
No,
that.
they definitely got to dismantle it, because that's what they doing in Minnesota now. I heard that they not opening, they not rebuilding that police station anymore, and they dismembering the police department. Period. So
Well, that's
they're trying to create other sources and other methods, but they're defunding the police.
well,
And
if that's what they got to do.
honestly,
I mean,
listen, if you defund the police, I think that's a great idea too. Because number one, you're gonna have cops that really want to be cops, not just to be hoorah and hardcore. You're gonna really have those people who really want to be cops. That's just like teachers. Teachers are heavily underpaid, but because they like that's what they like to do, so they do it. So if you have cops severely underpaid that don't have all of these bells and whistles and all of these gadgets that come with it and all the protection that comes with it, you're gonna have the genuine guys who really want to be out here to make change.
listen,
And I think that's what it starts.
what I think they should. One of the things they should do first with a lot of these departments. I mean, every jurisdiction, every state is different. Like, okay, they're gonna defund the police in Minnesota because it's feasible for them to do something like that in Minnesota. But if you got a big department like New York City
NYPD
or LA or something like that,
right?
that's going to be somewhat difficult to do. But what I think they should do is, like, okay, let's, for one good example, this police officer down here in Fort Lauderdale, he was only on the job for 4 years.
For 4 years, and had
Just for
79 internal affair complaints.
79 complaints against him. The man pulls his gun on a regular basis every single day. Sometimes 2-3 times a day, he pulling his guns on people just on regular. Now listen to me, just on regular traffic stops. That people that got their license and registration, Trina. That people got their license and registration, Trina. You understand what I'm saying? He pulling his gun, and you know, and this is a Fort Lauderdale police. And Fort Lauderdale police or Hollywood police, they're notorious for the fuck shit down here in Florida. Okay? So with police officers like that, you need to have, again, starting fresh, some type of board that can go through all of these police officers that got all these big complaints on them, fire their ass off rip. Just fire them.
Yo,
all
and
the
you
complaints,
you've been working only 4
4
years in the police force, and you got 79 damn complaints. You should not be out in the field, and that's the problem with the accountability of the police department.
Exactly.
It has to be accountability, and I'm clapping. Yes, like a black girl. It has to be accountability, because if he was held accountable for his actions, he wouldn't have been able to do that. A peaceful protester kneeling down in front of him, and he just shoves her.
Yes, and he just shoves it down on the ground because, and then I guess the commander or the other officer which was a black police officer was screaming on him.
It was a black woman.
What he did.
Did you not see that picture? That picture was powerful. She was in his face like, screaming on him. Yeah. And now he's on desk duty. No, he shouldn't be on desk duty. He needs to be on
desk duty, still getting his check. Just like those other 2 officers in Buffalo on desk duty, still getting their check. No, that's not desk duty. They was on they got suspended. Man. They suspended with pay. With pay. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start going. The thing about it is you gotta go after that's the thing. You gotta go after their money. You gotta really go after that money, man.
Yes.
You got to, and then another thing again, I mean, a lot of people may not have heard this, but I'm going to say it. Google it, research it. Qualified immunity. I'm going to say it again because a lot of people say I talk too fast.
Once they change that.
But again, it's not that I'm talking too fast. It's you listen too slow.
You're listening too slow.
Qualified immunity. Okay? The Supreme Court just recently, I think it was last week, said they're going to revisit it. They're going to revisit qualified immunity. And what qualified immunity is, now this qualified immunity is across the country. Every police falls under qualified immunity. Every police officer falls under that.
That they really can't be charged.
These police officers, you can't charge them and you can't sue. Really, it's not charge them. It's really civil. It's really a civil matter.
Right.
You can't sue no police officer.
Yeah.
You can't personally sue them. So if you get rid of that qualified immunity, and now when a police officer does some bullshit, like that police officer in Fort Lauderdale that pushed that girl down, if she bumped her head or hurt herself, she can get up and sue him for that and go after his pockets.
Exactly. It should be that we sue them. It shouldn't come out of taxpayers' money when we sue the police. When a police officer sues.
I promise you, once the police sees that you can go after them and you can go after their money and go after
They're
their
gonna act
pension and sue them and go after their stuff and go after their house, their car, I promise you, the ones that really want to be police officers are going to be good police officers.
They're gonna be good
The ones
police.
that going to want to be, that don't want to do that shit, they're going to go find something else to go do. They're going to find something else to go do.
Even the bad ones, they're going to tread lightly. They're going to tread lightly knowing that they're going to be held accountable for every action that they damn make.
So, and those police officers too, when they get caught, it can't be, oh, you could allow them to resign. No. They do like that police officer that did that pushed that girl down, he should be fired on the spot.
Fired. And you can't go,
just like they did,
go nowhere else.
Just like they did to the police officers down in Atlanta. Those police officers that tased that young lady and that kid in that car.
Yes.
They fired them on the spot. They need to do the same thing with him. Fire him on the spot and don't be able to allow him to go to Miami and become Miami police or go to Broward and become Broward or Hollywood. Fire him.
Exactly.
Destroy his shit where he could never become a police officer and he could never wear that badge. Period.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact because that's the same thing with Michael Brown Jr. when they in Ferguson when they shot him, killed him up. You know what I'm saying? He resigned, but he worked. I don't want to say that he is working, but he's able to go to another police force, and that's not right, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that happened with Tamir Rice. That was Tamir Rice.
Yeah.
That happened with Tamir Rice. The guy went to the guy is a police officer as we speak in another county. He's a police officer. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. It's unfortunate, man. It's so unfortunate things that we have to go through.
I promise you. You start messing with their money and taking their pensions and go digging in their pockets, you're gonna start seeing a lot of shit clean up real quick. Real quick. Especially if they know they can get sued. If they know they do something to somebody and hurt somebody for no reason.
Yeah.
They know they can get sued. They know they can get sued. Yo, man, come on. And the thing about it is, with that, the thing about it is, it got to be serious. That's why I was saying in the previous podcast that we after all the marching, after all the dancing and marching and all the looting, all that energy, the next step is we need to start putting people in position to be elected, to get elected down the ballot. Forget about Joe. I mean, Joe Biden is going to get elected. That's all great. But when the money's allocated, Joe Biden says, okay, I'm giving $1 billion to every community. If we don't got the right people in place to allocate that money to the right places, what difference does it make? It ain't going to affect us anyway.
Right.
So we got to start from the grassroots. We got to start putting people in position to get elected to these positions, to be able to form a commission, to be able to form these civilian boards that has teeth. And then we have to elect people to Congress to go into the Senate to be able to write good legislation, to put in law, solid law, to show to not have this broad spectrum for the police, so they could just say, I was in fear for my life, so I shot this motherfucker in the dark. I didn't know. Oh, I thought I seen a cell phone, but I thought it was a gun, so I shot him. No.
But guess what?
You signed up to oppose the law, and you was trained to be able to see what's the difference between a cell phone and a gun. So that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So if you go head out and shoot somebody and they got a cell phone in their hand, my nigga, you in trouble. You gonna get sued. You gonna get sued. Okay,
but it shows still though. It's still, even though Blue Lives Matter and all that hoorah shit and all that protection that they have, Cop Lives Matter, all that shit, but it only qualifies to the white officers. Because when you look at the black officers that do shit, they asses get terminated. You see, that's the same thing. The Somalian officer in Minneapolis, that it was a dark area.
And shot that lady.
He shot the lady. They hung his ass. So it shows.
And I don't even think. I think he shot her by accident. It wasn't even meant for her. The bullet hit her.
It was in a dark alley and shit. So it's not like he intentionally like put a knee on her neck and strangled her. It was a dark alley. He shot at a suspect and she ended up getting shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There was this one
against us, period, man.
I mean, and listen to me, and it just goes to show. I think just past weekend, this officer in Virginia tased this dude, and then jumped on him and did the same thing, put his foot on the dude's neck, and he won. And
I didn't even
I
see
heard
that.
this officer though this officer was brought up on charges for that. I think they fired him too, if I'm not mistaken. No, the Commonwealth brought charges against him. They
you know
charged
why?
him. They charged him for
Because
that.
it's a heated atmosphere right now. So everything
Right.
that's crazy and that's excessive, even if it's listen, honestly, even if it's not that excessive, they're gonna get their ass out of here because there's too much shit going on. So they're not tolerating nothing. Period.
Yo, I mean, it's so crazy. I even seen this one officer, I think it was in California, pulled this lady over because she had a bad tag or whatever. He was going back and forth with the lady. He snatched the lady, throw her on the ground. Yo, he put her in a full sleeper hold. I mean, a chokehold, full sleeper hold on the ground now. He's on top of her, on her back, in a full sleeper hold. Then after he takes the sleeper hold on, says, if you don't stop moving, I'm going to put you to sleep. I mean, where did they do this at? How could this be legal? After he does that, this is a woman now. After he does that, he looked like he's an MMA. He practices MMA because he was doing like MMA moves and shit. And after he does that, he just jumps up on her back and on her neck, on his knees, on top of her. I'm like, yo, where they do this shit at?
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Where they do this shit at?
Because they're not held accountable. And you know, most of these damn bitch ass cops are like junkies, adrenaline junkies. So they shoot up, they be on all type of shit. Because trust me, they do. They be in these gyms, extra pumping. They be in these martial arts gym doing all type of shit that's not necessary.
A lot of these police officers are those dumb little jokers that was in high school. They used to get their lunch money.
They used to get their ass slapped.
Get their ass whooped. Now they become police. Now it's a big respect thing. Now that's just what it is.
I'm not gonna call this guy out, but I do know this guy in this high school that I went to. He kind of fine. I ain't gonna lie, but he a police officer. But in high school, he used to get his ass whooped. He used to have one of those little book bags that, you know, the little rolling book bags. Yo, niggas used to kick that shit all day. When he used to be walking on the stairs, they used to be slapping him in his head. Yo, I used to feel sorry for him. I used to be like,
a lot of them be like that.
Yo, Jefe, I used to be like, man, leave the man alone. Because I used to be like the little rapper chick that used to always rap in school, so I was kind of popular. So it was just like, I used to be like, man, leave the dude alone. Every time he walking down the stairs, they punching him, kicking him, all type of stuff.
You see what I'm saying?
Crazy. And he a police
I'm telling you. And then they be like, you know what? I want to get my power. I'm going to become a cop.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it be. But again, it's no question that it got to be reform up from the floor up to the. It got to be complete.
It got to be heavily police reform.
Right, but again, like I said, it got to go by the community. Like you said, in you know, up there in Minnesota, up there they you said they tearing up the whole police department. They're not building it. It might work for them up there, but I think it'll go by community by community. Every community is different, so it's going to be different allocations for different communities.
Well, you know, I feel like it's a start. It's a start, so they can, you know, you start with there, and then you try to take and pull from different things. Because honestly, once you take what was it called that you said, the immunity,
qualified immunity.
Once you take that qualified immunity from all the asses, that's going to be half the battle.
Exactly. That's going to be half the battle because now
75% of the bad cops going to be up out of here.
Because now you could come after them directly. You can go after their pockets directly. You could go after their pensions. You could sue them and be like, okay, we suing you and we taking your retirement. We taking your pension. Shit like that. And I promise you, I'm telling you, the good ones who want to be real good cops, that's solid, they're going to want to be, they're not going to have a problem. But the ones who are not, and they there to do fuck shit, they're gonna be the ones that get weeded out. They're gonna be weeded. Yo, you have to weed out all of that bad shit because again, just by them saying, you know, they love to say that shit. Oh well, you know, in our department we have a lot of officers. Yeah, we do have a few bad apples out there. But if you say if you come out your mouth and you say you got a few bad apples, then the whole bunch is fucked up. The whole bunch is fucked up. Period. Ain't no two ways around it. You know what I'm saying? And that blue wall of silence, because again, if I'm a police officer, okay, I'm going to work, and this is how I feed my family. You know what I'm saying? I feed my family like this. I got a gun on my waist, or whatever the case may be. I gotta be out there with all these other racist cops You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a hard situation for me. I'm feeding my family for me to go out and go say, oh, well, this cop is doing this. A lot of these cops ain't going to do that. That's why you got to get rid of a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
And start, and the place to start is go through all of the police with all of these complaints against them.
Yeah. Them internal, go through internal affairs. If you have,
go through.
There's no way officer that only been working for 4 years have 79 complaints and still on the goddamn force. You supposed to be up out of here. They put him in training several times. How he has to be able to talk to. He don't know how to talk to the public. He needs training for this, training for that. He's not an officer. He needs to be fired. Power. Exactly. He should have never been on the police force for that long.
In the first place.
Stick his ass in the evidence room and let him sit there and friggin'
it's just like this. The shit is so crazy. The crazy shit is that this young lady said it, and it's the truth. Imagine you having to go to HR 79 times for some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. Imagine you working at a job and they call you to HR 79 times because you've been doing some fuck shit in the office.
Exactly.
You think you're gonna still have your job?
HR only really give you 3 times. HR give you a warning, a written, and then you're fired. It should be the same
but
shit
this
for
right here, he went to HR 79 times. Not only is he went this type of job that he got a gun to carry around the community that he has the right to say who lives and who dies. You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Exactly.
I mean, that's the crazy shit.
That's a scary thing. That's so scary thing. Exactly. It's a scary thing. People don't understand, man.
You got
People don't understand.
You get called to HR 79 goddamn times because you constantly fucking off inside the office. You in the office out here, which the office is your streets. That's your office.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They call you in 79 times and keep saying, listen, man, you did some bullshit again. You did some 79 fucking times. And you only been on the job 4 years? You've been on the job for 4 years?
Exactly. That's the crazy part.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Scary situation. And this is the stuff that we have to endure daily with police officers. These are the things that we have to go through. They violate our rights constantly. You know what I'm saying?
I think the best way to deal with it is good, strong legislation. Okay, good, strong legislation from the bottom up. Good, strong legislation, and then we need to have some sort of, high-powered commission, civilian board. No police. It can't be retired police officers.
Nope.
It got to be something completely, totally autonomous from the police department that can go and police these police. If you're doing the right thing and you're doing the right situation, you ain't got to worry. But if you're not doing the right thing, then this civilian board can come into your precinct and start looking through everything and overseeing exactly what the fuck is going on. Point blank, plain and simple. They could tell the captain, get your ass from behind the desk. We're taking this whole precinct over, and we're going to find out exactly what's going on. You're going to do your job, but we're going to be here supervising exactly what you got going on here. And we're going to find out what's going on. And that's that. And we're going to be in your, and that's, and we go, and it's going to go by each department. And we got a large mass of complaints against your officers. This civilian board is just going to move in. They're going to just move into your precinct, and we're going to weed out and find out exactly what's going to be going on. And whoever got to get fired after the investigation, that's who gets fired. So the deputy inspector getting fired. Yeah. The sergeant gonna get fired. Yeah. The captain gonna get fired. And I promise you, when you have that type of shit, you're gonna see niggas like,
everybody's gonna be in line.
They're gonna be straight up
accountable for their actions. They're gonna tread lightly.
Oh yeah, I got some technical difficulty right now. My camera just went, because I done did some bullshit here. So my camera just went and did some fuck shit right now. So it's all good. You know what I mean? That's what happens. This is what happens when you nobody. You ain't got nobody. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when you ain't got nobody, no assistance and shit. You got some shit that's Jimmy rigged your camera and shit just fall on you. Boom.
Don't worry, we're gonna be back in the studio soon. We're gonna be back in the studio soon. Because it seemed like Corona gone. It seemed like Corona gone.
I tell you right now, ain't no social distancing going on. Ain't none of that shit going on. So.
Oh no! I mean, listen, honestly,
we'll find out.
We was just.
We'll find out in 2 weeks.
We see certain places, it ain't even no damn mask in certain places.
I tell you what, by me, I tell you what, where I live at, you could go. I mean, down by you, they won't even let you in the store down by you without a mask. Up here, it's free out here, baby. They out here doing what it do.
And where
you know
we
what I'm
just
saying?
came from, it's like, yo.
Matter of fact, where I'm at, they look at you like, fuck you coming here with your mask on for? What are you looking stupid? Like, I'm waiting for somebody to tell me about my mask. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me, you look, I'm waiting for somebody to say
down
shit to
here,
me about
you
my
can't
mask.
even walk in the store without your mask.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember
exactly,
I went
man.
in,
Yo, listen, I respect myself.
CVS. Yeah.
I respect myself and I respect other people around me. So not only am I protecting myself, I'm protecting you. Because I don't know. To be honest with you, I think I'm asymptomatic. Because I know for damn sure I've been around some people that had corona.
No,
I know for a fact I've been around people.
Shit. I already know I had that.
You know what I'm saying? I told you had that shit already. I told you, and my daughter had it too.
You already know.
So yeah,
so
you know what I'm saying? And I know for a fact. I know for a fact this shit been. They keep saying January. This shit been here like around October, November. Because I know quite a few people that went into the emergency room. They were like, "Listen, you ain't got the flu. We don't know what the fuck you got.
Yeah.
But go home and take these pills and call us in the morning." And they had that shit.
I know for me, mine came in January. That was right after the holidays.
Okay.
I remember I done went to the hospital 3 different times. Saw my doctor once, went to the hospital twice. And it was the same shit. Every time it was just take this, take this, take this.
Did they check you for the flu? Did they check you for the flu?
Yeah, they did. It wasn't no flu. It wasn't no flu.
There you go.
He was just like, I can't tell you what it is. And I was like,
you had that shit. Did they give you a Z-Pad?
They gave me that. They gave me a Menton. They gave me Look, listen, I spent like $100 worth of medicine.
You got that shit, baby. You had it. You got it.
They gave me all type of shit. They gave me all type of shit. And after the third time, he was like, yo, if you don't get better in the next 3 days, because it's possible that you could have pneumonia now, we watching you. We gonna give you this extra shit for pneumonia. If you come back and nothing cleared up, we gonna admit you to the hospital. That's what it was.
Damn. You see? Ammonia.
That's what it was.
Checking for ammonia. See? I told you. Oh, you had that. You got that.
That's what it was. I'm telling you, he was like, yo, I can hear fluid in your lungs. So I had to be sitting here on this nebulizer goddamn machine, all type of shit, taking all type of drugs.
I told you. My daughter, the same thing. She had the nebulizer machine, and I knew she needed it, and I just had to take her to the, and then when I took her to the doctor, everybody in the office was in there for the same shit. Mm-hmm. Everybody was in there for the same shit. And her doctor was like, yeah, everybody has this suspicious little virus going around and we don't know what it is.
They don't know what it is. That's the same thing he said. I was like, I said, like, what is this? Because I told him, I said, my main concern is that I couldn't breathe that night. I was afraid to sleep. I slept. Listen, I propped up all because my bed has like, I got like my regular pillows, like my pillow, the pillowcases that matches my sheets.
Right.
The pillowcases that matches my comforter, and I have all type of decorative pillows. I had to sleep every night. I slept like this. I slept sitting up because when I laid down, I felt like I couldn't breathe. It felt like somebody was like pushing my chest like this.
Wow.
So I couldn't sleep. So it was just like, damn, I'm gonna just sleep sitting up like this.
Wow.
And that's why I told him, I was like, I can't breathe. I said, it feel like weights is on my chest, and he was like, it's not the flu. We don't know what it is.
Wow.
When he checked my lungs, he was like, your lungs do sound like, you know what I'm saying, you got fluid in it, but it's not like excessive to where we have to admit you. But the third time when I went back, he was like, listen, we gonna up your dose. We gonna give you double, triple the dose of what you're supposed to take.
I'm not telling you to get on nobody's list now, but go ahead and go get yourself that antibody test.
The antibody, yeah. I'm telling you, I already know. But you know what's crazy?
You got the antibody.
You know what's crazy? My son ain't catch it. My son ain't catch it from me, and my son be all up under me.
But they just told you.
He probably got the antibodies too.
Yeah, but they just said the kids are more immune to it. The kids are not really catching it. I mean, again,
that's true.
Same
well,
thing.
They said that in the past.
Well, it was my youngest one. It was the youngest one that had it. She got it. She, she's 7, so she's 6, so she got it. But the other one, my other daughter, they sleep in the same room in the same bed, and she didn't catch anything. She didn't get nothing either.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? She was the only one who really caught it. Really, she was the only one. So ain't nobody really had the same thing.
People came and checked on me. They brought me medicine, all type of shit, just trying to be friendly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just be like, oh, I'm coming to check on you, friend, to see how you doing and stuff like that. And they ain't catch shit from me. So, you know, I mean, it's unfortunate because I do know I have a couple friends that, you know, they have relatives pass from it. So it's
Oh man,
scary. So
that's unfortunate.
I'm still kind of in quarantine. Like, not really quarantining, but I'm still not really interacting with much people. Like,
Yeah, shit. Same.
people really still
Same.
ain't coming to my crib or nothing like that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, that's the same thing with me. I'm still. You could pretty much say I'm still in quarantine too. I'm
Hmm.
not going out there to the movies and going to no
Yeah.
goddamn restaurants. I'm
Oh,
not
nah,
doing that.
no movies. No, I ain't got time. I ain't got
I'm
time.
not
Remember,
doing
I
that.
tell you the same thing. You can catch it through sperm. I ain't got
Yep.
time. I ain't got time. As much as I want it,
Yeah.
I ain't got time. I ain't got time.
I'm not listen. I'm not gonna feel free, and I'm not gonna feel free and safe. You know, I keep thinking about, damn, my kids gonna be the summertime, like what they're gonna do. Cause I'm not
Man,
taking no chances, man. I'm not taking
you're
no
gonna have to sit
chances.
this
So
one out. You have to sit
until
this one out.
until they come up, with a good vaccination or some shit like
Mhm.
that, like they say they found the cure or vaccination or something,
Yep.
I'm not fucking around, man. I don't give a
Or when
damn.
we know for sure. Listen, after all of these protesting and these riots and stuff
Yeah.
like that, if
We'll
we
find
see
out in
in
two
the
weeks.
next 20, yes, in the next
We'll find out in
14
2
to
weeks.
21 days, if it
We'll find
stays
out.
cool and
Yeah.
copacetic, then I say, okay, it's over.
Basically, by July, we'll know exactly the tail of the tape.
Exactly,
So
exactly. If shit
July,
ain't spiked by
that's when
then,
people gonna start dying. That's when people start already in Florida. They already said there's a spike. They already said that people are still contracting the disease. They already said that in Florida.
wow.
Okay, I don't know
Hmm.
about other states. New York
Uh-huh.
is on the low end right
Yeah,
now.
New
But
York ain't
after
have
all
really no
this,
deaths or
after
nothing.
all this damn protesting, we'll see.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
say by July, August, we're gonna find out
Yeah, we'll see.
exactly who
Hmm.
got who if this shit is what it is or not. We see. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna wear my mask and I'm gonna stay away from motherfuckers. I'm gonna say that
Exactly.
shit straight up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I'm
Wear
gonna
your
keep my,
mask and that's
6
it.
feet, my distance. That's it. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
your
saying?
hand sanitizer.
Until I hear a doctor like a Dr. Fauci or a Dr. Burks or whatever, until they
Hmm.
say coast is clear, we good,
Yeah,
then I'm
then
gonna be
you
like,
still taking
okay,
your precautions.
let's go out here, and do what it do. But until that time,
Until then, yep.
nigga, I'm a,
Just
I'm
tread
a,
it
I'm a, I'm
lightly.
a, I'm a stand guard. I'm a tread lightly
Like
and stand guard, my G.
important business
Yeah,
things that we have to do that we can't avoid, we take
yeah,
care of.
exactly. Yeah,
You know,
like
if you out
exactly. We
there,
had to
if
take
you're
it.
an
Yeah,
essential
exactly,
worker and you at work, it's understandable. But all that extra stuff,
exactly.
because Tootsie's open up, you want fried lobster tail? Nah,
Nah, I ain't. I'm not with it. I'm not
I'm
gonna be
good.
there for that,
And as
man.
much as I want that fried lobster tail, I'm good.
I mean, if they got takeout, go ahead and grab your shit and go.
Well,
Listen. I'll
see,
grab my shit and go.
Here's the thing,
I'll
though, because
grab that and go, baby.
how you know that person that's cooking your food ain't coughing? What? Because the heat, right? The
Well,
heat
I
kills
mean,
it.
yo, you know what I do? I'm gonna tell you what I do when I get my grab and I go. I take my grab
Hmm.
and go. I don't give a fuck what it is. I just shoot that bitch in the microwave for 30 seconds. The microwave kill all the
Yeah, and
germs.
nuke it. That's
So yeah,
true. That's true.
throw that bitch in the microwave for 30 seconds real quick. Whatever the fuck is on it, gonna be dead, and we can eat that shit nice and clean, everything great. Same thing with the food. Same thing with the food. Like if I buy my food, if I buy like the food we gonna cook or whatever, I throw that
Yeah.
shit in the microwave real quick. It's gonna kill
Right,
everything.
right.
You know what I'm
Here's the
saying? It's
thing
gonna kill
though,
everything.
because I ain't gonna lie, I ate some sushi the other day because I'm a sushi fanatic. I love some goddamn sushi, and I was
Okay.
craving the damn the yellowtail the chili ponzo yellowtail from
I don't know
Ralph
nothing about no
Sushi.
sushi.
What?
I don't know
You
nothing
don't
about
eat
no sushi.
sushi? Oh,
No,
come
I
on,
don't eat sushi.
Hefe.
No, no,
Now
no.
you do eat
I
sushi,
don't
just
eat
not
sushi.
the other sushi that I'm talking about.
Absolutely. All day. Absolutely. Yes, you're right. I do.
But no, listen, I love some
Yeah.
sushi now. Don't get it twisted. I'm into
Yeah.
sushi. But
Yeah, I mean, you can eat your
I
sushi. Just throw
tell
that
you,
bitch in the
yeah.
microwave. You can eat sushi. Just throw
No,
that shit in the
no, because
microwave.
the yellowtail ponzu is raw.
It could be raw, but still, I mean. But anyway, listen. Listen. You had
Listen,
that shit
I
already.
ate it.
You
I'm
good.
good. Exactly.
You good.
I got
You
the
listen.
antibodies.
You
I can
got
save people
exactly. You
lives.
good. I promise you, you good. You could eat. You could do that shit. I could send you to go in here, go in there. You good. You had that shit already. You good.
Because
You had that shit.
really, I've been doing all the shopping. I go shopping for my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I've been out. I go in and out of these stores, and I've been cool. You know what I'm saying? No sniffles.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God. You know what I'm saying? No
Right.
sniffles, nothing. And I do all
Cause
the shopping and everything like that.
you
So
good. You had that
Yup.
shit. I'm telling you, you had that shit already. You straight.
No,
You
for real.
good.
Listen,
You had it.
that's like, listen, I've had the flu before, and every year I get sick. Every year flu season, I get sick.
Well, I've been getting
Every
since. I
year.
mean, okay. I mean, I live in Florida, but like I said,
Uh-huh.
I'm a New Yorker through and through. I lived there all my life,
Of
so
course.
I've always gotten a flu shot. I mean,
Hmm.
a lot of people don't agree with it, but living
Right.
in New York and in the wintertime and the cold and stuff like that,
Yes.
it's just I've always gotten flu shots. I mean, a lot of
And
people
you know
don't
what's
agree with it,
crazy?
but I've always gotten
I
it.
don't
I've
get
always
the
gotten a
flu
flu shot.
shot. But that one year when I knew I was going to New York for like the wintertime, I did get a
Yeah,
flu shot. And that shit
yeah,
fucked me up. I
yeah.
was so sick.
I mean, I haven't had the
But
flu. I mean, I haven't had the flu. I couldn't even tell you the last
man,
time I had the flu. But like I said,
I get
I
that
get the
shit
flu
every
shot.
year.
I get the flu shot every fucking year. And
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't have, I mean, the worst thing, I may have a little bit of body ache. That's it. And after that one
Hmm.
day, and that's it. And I've been getting it that fucking long. So that's
No,
not
I
even an
get
issue
it.
for me. A lot of people
I
don't
don't get
agree
the
with
flu
it. Like,
shot.
I don't want no shit
Yeah.
shot to me, but I get it. I've gotten it. I've gotten it forever. So,
I
whatever.
don't get the flu shot anymore because it was just like, when I get it, I always get sick. So
Oh, okay.
I just said, what's the point? So I do
Well, I
get the
mean,
flu every year. I get the flu every
well,
year, and I be
no,
down for the count for like 10 days
fuck
every
that.
year.
Fuck that. I'm not with that shit.
Yes, I
I
get
ain't with
that
that
shit
shit.
every year.
I
So
ain't with that
but
shit.
I know what the flu is. I know how to take care of myself during the flu. I know how to
Right.
wrap myself up and keep myself away from my son. The most
Right.
I
Right.
ask him,
Right.
I would tell him, I said, the little Campbell soup in the jar. I'll tell him just
Hmm.
stick it in the microwave, bring it for me, put it by my door, and I'll grab it from the door if I'm sick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or,
Right.
if I got my little boo thing over here to come take care of
Okay.
me, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
we ain't on that right now. But
Okay.
that's what I usually do.
Right.
But for me, this shit was the worst. I was like, I don't know what this is.
Mm.
And all I did, I was praying. I was just like, yo, the only thing I could think of, I was, because honestly, it was scary as hell. Like, and I would just be in here because, I'm here by myself. My
Right.
son is in his own room. So I'm just like, damn, yo, this shit is not, this is not normal. Like, yo,
Right.
I'm not breathing properly and it's scary. So I'm just like, yo, I ain't nowhere near where I need to be. Do
Right.
not do it. Like, I was like, I couldn't even sleep sometimes because I was scared. So I would be
Mm.
like, yo, I can't sleep right now because I got my son. I got to take care of my son. I was like, I got to make sure I set him up. So even if I do go, then he's good. And I'm like, I'm not here yet. I'm not here yet. I'm not here yet. So I was just afraid to go to sleep.
Right.
This shit, this corona, this whole thing that was going on, this was some shit that I never ever dealt with. And I'm not a
Right.
sickly person. I know I do get the flu every year because I don't get the flu shot. But the flu usually be like, a couple of days, your body aches, you feel the flu. But this shit was scary as hell.
Mhm.
It was scary. I'm telling you.
Right. Listen, man. It was scary. Everybody I spoke to, they said the same thing. It was scary as hell. My other dude, he said the same thing. He had the shit the same thing, and he had it in November. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. This shit been here. This
Mm-hmm.
shit. Me and him went to a function, and he got it, and his another one of my partners, they got it too. You know what I'm saying? They all got sick,
Wow.
and he had the same
Damn.
symptoms: no smell, no taste. He had fever for days, and he was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And he's the type of dude, he don't get sick. I rarely ever seen this
Yeah.
dude say he was sick, and he was sick as a
Mm.
goddamn dog. He even went to the emergency room. Same shit.
Wow.
Checked him for the flu, and he didn't have that, and they sent his ass home. But he fought through this shit, lost a whole bunch of weight and everything, and came through it. And this was back
Man.
in November. And I told him, I said, yo, go take the motherfucking antibody test. I bet you got the
Yeah, I bet
antibodies.
you got it.
You
Yeah.
had that shit. You
Yo,
had that shit, man.
I'm willing to take the antibody test as long as it ain't that shit to push up your nose. I can't do
Oh,
that.
okay. Well,
As
when
long
they
as they
do
not
that shit,
pushing that stuff up my nose
they look like when they do that
and
shit, they look
swallowing
like they
and taking a piece of my damn brain, I'm good.
that shit. They look like they digging. They look when they put that shit up there. It look like they digging for gold. Goddamn it!
Man,
God
no,
damn.
I'm straight. I can't. I looked at somebody take that test, and I was
Yeah.
like, no, I'm good. I was like, nah. They was like, do you want one? No. I was like, no,
They
no,
look
no.
like they digging for gold, boy. For real. Look like they digging for
It
gold.
got to be a better way to damn do that damn goddamn test, because I can't.
I'm
But
telling
yeah,
you,
man,
man.
it's just, you know,
Yeah, it's crazy. Yo, and yo, another.
Thankful that
Yo,
we didn't, whether or not we caught coronavirus or not, which I know I did catch it, but we just got to be thankful to be alive, because a lot of people took that shit for granted and didn't take it seriously. But I actually know people who've really passed away from that shit. I have my dad
wow.
talking to me every other day, telling me, yo, it's a scary sight to see in Brownsville, New York,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
all
man.
the old people gone. Like
Everybody
all the
gone.
old folks that you used to
Terrible.
see out here sitting on their
It's
stool,
terrible.
walking to the store, going to play their numbers, they all dead.
Yeah,
It's a
and
scary sight to see.
people people who have never been to New York. I mean, living in the city, in the inner city, it's a
Mm-hmm.
real dense population. People live
Yes.
very close to each other.
Yep.
It's somewhat different down here in Florida. I mean, of
Mm-hmm.
course, I mean, I don't never see even with me living down here. I've been all through Florida. I've been all through Florida and through Miami. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the way people live down here, like the project down here compared to the project down here, and compared to the
It's
projects in
completely
New York,
different.
it's
It's
completely
completely
different.
different.
People still live way close, really close
Up in
inside in New
NY.
York.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the projects don't even look nowhere near to what the projects look like
Because you
in the
could you could have your next door neighbor here and don't even know them. In New
yeah,
York, it's
exactly.
like you're
In New
gonna
York,
know
no.
everybody.
No, it's like if you living in the building in the projects, ain't no way for you not to know anybody in the project. Like if you go in the projects
Exactly.
in New York City and like it could be like one of the most notorious projects in the world. But once you live in that community, everybody knows everybody. So you see
Exactly.
bikes outside and the kids are safe playing because
Mm-hmm.
everybody knows everybody. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Everybody knows everybody in that community. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Yep.
well tight community. So if it's somebody from outside going into the community, you instantly they'll know like, oh, this person don't belong here. You don't belong here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So I mean
Yeah.
that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying
My
it can't be like that down here, but in New York it's just a little different. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
different though. It's different
Yeah.
atmospheres. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's different.
So I mean, it's not saying it in a bad way, but it's a whole different living from New York
And then
to
another thing
Florida.
too in New York too, you know, people in New York, niggas in you us niggas in New York really arrogant. We don't fucking listen anyway. So anything you tell us to do, you tell us to go right. We ain't gonna go right. We gonna go left anyway, just because you said to go right. That's how the
But
New
you know
Yorkers
what though?
is.
You know what though? Down here too, niggas don't listen too, but niggas listen and they be stubborn and don't know what the hell they doing. See,
Right.
the difference between here and New York, I think like how can I say it? Because I don't want to insult people because I'm a
No, no,
Miamian, but I'm
say it.
all,
Say it, and I'm gonna tell you.
but I'm
Say it.
also like I'm also because I grew up with both. You know what I'm saying? So I
Hmm.
kind of got like the best of both worlds.
Right.
Um, to me, like New York dudes are stubborn, like they're not gonna listen because they know what they're talking about. They actually know how to maneuver and know how to do things and know how to like look like from a bird eye's view and say, okay, all right,
Yeah,
this
I
is how
mean,
I'm gonna move. But down here,
yo,
niggas just jump out the window. I think.
no. See, the difference is with New York. I'm gonna say the difference is with New York niggas in Florida
Hmm.
is that things that happen in New York is way more quicker. We more
Yeah.
everything has happened. Everything when we talking, we like if you
Yeah.
notice sometimes when I'm talking, I'm always like talking with my hands.
Yeah.
It's way more faster.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's just a faster process. When we moving, it's like
Hmm.
quick. So it's just like with something in New York. I mean, you could be at a spot in New York and shit can it could be real. Everything could be great. Everything is beautiful. The
And then
sun is
just
out
like this,
shining,
click,
but it could change
it could go
in a
left.
second. By the time you blink your eye, guns is going off, niggas getting shot. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Down here, I'm not saying it can't go
It's a
0 to
lot
100 quick.
slower.
I'm not saying that, but things move a little slow. Like a New York nigga, like you could just see shit, man. You could just see shit. A New York nigga, you
Hmm.
could just see shit. You could just see shit. That's the thing when a lot of New York niggas go out of town. That's why a lot
Hmm.
of New York. That's why a lot of out of town niggas, like niggas from Florida down south, they don't like New
Hmm.
York niggas. They don't like New York niggas coming into their town because New York niggas are coming to your town and
And
take
run that
over your
shit.
whole town and then run your whole shit,
And
smash
run
out all
that
your
shit.
girls, run through your shit, and
Hey,
by the
listen.
time you figure out what's going on, we done did all your shit already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
So
right. New York niggas
and
is the
we'll come out, yeah, we'll come out with an arrogance about us, where the way we talk is like, you know,
Yep.
y'all, listen, this is another disrespectful thing about us New York niggas that come out of New York, that we'll come, anybody that's not from the five, like anybody who's not from Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan,
5 boroughs.
Staten Island, the 5 boroughs in the Bronx, if you're not from those 5 boroughs, everybody else that we consider everybody else not from the 5 boroughs, y'all all country. It's y'all country. You're not
Hey,
hip to
that's
what's
a
really
fact.
going on.
That's a fact.
And people
That's a fact.
and people from out of town, they take that shit really disrespectful, yo. That's disrespectful to be saying that.
Miami niggas don't like to be called country.
Yo, listen to me.
They don't
New
like
York
to be called
niggas,
country.
we come to your town. Yo, listen, I remember when I came to Florida, when I first came to Miami, I was like, oh, these country niggas down here. It's like, yo, and on top of that, we have the audacity to say it to your face. Like, this country ass nigga, y'all niggas is country. That's how we feel. If you're not from the 5 boroughs, it's like we living in our own world. It's like everybody else out the world is like country. I mean, if let's say, I remember when people came from like down south or came from another state and came to New York and came to move, instantly we'll give you a name. Oh, that's country. Go talk to the country over there. We'll give you that name. Your name could be Robert, but we found that you came from down south. Oh, country. Call country.
Yeah, you're country.
There's 1,000 niggas. Yeah. There's 1,000 niggas in New York that they got the name country. Why they call them country? Because they came from out of town.
Came from the south.
And you automatically country. Yeah.
Came from the south.
Came from the south. You country. Simple. You know what I'm saying? And that's disrespectful. Agreed. A lot of niggas don't like shit like that. But that's just how.
Down here, they don't like that either.
That's just our arrogance. We have an arrogance about us. When we walk in the room, you could just tell, like, yo, this arrogant nigga, you know, all niggas.
Listen, man, let me tell you something.
It's different. You know what I'm saying?
It's something about a New York nigga. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Because I live the best of both worlds, but I'll take a New York nigga over a Miami nigga any day.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, there's some real, listen.
No,
I've been to a lot of different states.
Real Miami cats, yo.
I've been to a lot of different states, and you got niggas down here in Miami. I'm not gonna take nothing away from nothing down here with niggas in Miami.
No, everybody got their hustles and
niggas that get down for
the way they operate.
Listen, when my niggas come down, when niggas from New York come down to Miami, I'll tell them quick, like, yo, listen, let me let you know right now, this is not New York City. Yeah. These niggas out here in Miami will shoot you out your socks.
Yeah, they will body bag you.
This ain't New York. And the thing about it with New York niggas, we got a tendency to shoot our mouth off, and we like to talk shit. But the thing about it is, these niggas down here in the South, and particularly in Miami,
they got the
will
guns
shoot you out your socks. Listen to me. This is the first place in New York, in Miami. When I come down to Miami, I see these young niggas coming out of high school, and the first gun they ever want to go purchase is a fucking Draco, AK.
Yeah. AK.
Yo, my nephews live down here. My nephew's crazy. Funny story. My nephew lives out. You know, my nephew lives out here. You know, was pretty much raised, not really raised, but he lived in New York too. But he lived out here for majority.
Yeah.
Like one of my nephews. I got about 1,000 nephews. One of them. But you know, I came down here one time and we got into a little situation. Once. It was a small situation. But the thing about it is, after we got to the situation, we left and went to a gas station. And so, as we went to this gas station, these niggas kind of like the niggas that we had a little problem with pulled up to the gas station. You know what I'm saying? Pulled up to this gas station. You know what I'm saying? So the shit got kind of ugly. I see my nephew pull in. He went into his shit and he pulls out a big ass Desert Eagle. The shit, the fucking gun was bigger than his fucking hand. I'm like, where the fuck are you going with that? I mean, a big long fucking Desert Eagle.
Eagle's not
I just got this shit.
Desert Eagle's
listen to me. His first gun
is this big.
Listen to me. This is his first gun ever in his life. Ever. Damn. This motherfucker pulls out a big ass Desert Eagle. And don't get me wrong now, the nigga busted, he licked that bitch off and the crowd spread it. But I'm like, after he shot it off, my motherfucking ears was ringing and shit. I'm like, God damn. And shit, he shot like, damn, and shit. And I was like, yo, where the fuck are you going with that fucking big ass gun?
Because we got access to everything here. You can get anything here.
Where you going with that? You can't carry it nowhere. You can't take it nowhere. You can't sneak that bitch in nowhere.
You can't.
Why you got that shit for? I mean, what the fuck? I mean, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, but like I said, these kids is different, man. The first but it's really the environment. When you got people that's rhyming about Dracos and all this other shit, I guess that's what they're gonna go by.
Exactly.
But I wasn't brought up on shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know,
I wasn't
down here, because see, the thing is, y'all have harder access. Like y'all don't have easy access to guns. See, down here, you could go to well, I mean, on the street wise, but we could go
on the street wise. Listen to me.
We could go to a gun show and just pick up a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, I mean, you okay on that pretense is what you're saying. Right,
because in the streets,
true.
yes,
it's way more. You have way more access.
You could get shit.
Yeah, you have way more access. You have way more access. Listen, I gotta put you up on the game because I'm about to go dead in a minute. My phone's about to go dead.
Oh, come on, Jefe.
Yeah, because I can't even plug it in. Yeah, I know.
Right.
And my shit, my shit about to go dead.
What you
know
want?
what? I gotta switch it. I'm about to go dead soon. I know I'm about to go dead soon. The whole camera didn't went. I'm about to go dead soon. But I'm gonna switch it next week. Next week what we're gonna do is because I got my laptop right here. I can be right here on the laptop.
So just get on your laptop.
Just send it to the laptop.
Yes.
Exactly.
So we can do the Zoom on the email.
We can do the Zoom on the email. But
exactly.
But you know, they do have more access. But being that you know being that you in the streets, you come across crazy shit. Because I mean, I remember my first time. You know, it was one of my best friend. His pops. His pops is like heard that we had some problems in the street or whatever the case may be, and he's like, "Yo, listen,
shoot him on their socks."
His pops is like, "Yo, this is how you gonna if y'all niggas gonna be in the street, like y'all gonna be in the street." And you know, he used to be in the bar, so he was a dude from the streets too. So he was like, he heard that these other dudes that was really popular and known for doing their thing in the street was like, yo, these dudes are talking about y'all. So y'all need to, you know, if y'all want to get y'all respect out here, this is what y'all need. And he gave us, and that's the first time I was ever introduced to pistols. You know what I'm saying? He was like, and let me tell you right now. And he told us, he's like, let me tell you right now, these are not conversational pieces. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
You pull it out. He
said, this is not something you want to come and have a discussion and want to talk about. If this motherfucker, if you pull this bitch out, listen to, he said, I'm gonna tell y'all this carefully. He said, if you pull this shit out, it better go back in your pocket smoking. It better go back in your pocket smoking. He said, even if you don't shoot nobody, he said, it better go back in your pocket hot and smoking. It better. Don't you ever pull this shit out and just want to have a conversation with a motherfucker. This is not.
Agreed.
This is. He said. This is the end. He said. This is the end all be all. So if it come out, you better. It better.
Go back and smoking.
It better be. It better be guns. It better be bullets and gun smoke, my nigga. Because if you don't, them niggas, whoever you did that shit to, gonna come back and kill you. That's for sure.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
back then,
you ain't gonna send no nigga in New York. All right.
And back then,
if you pull that shit out and you talk, you better kill that nigga because he gonna come back and get you.
And back then, we was like 13. He pulled us to the side and took us in the garage.
Damn,
and he's 13? Like, yo, this is what you're gonna need. We was like 13 years old, yo.
Jesus
like
Christ, my son just turned 13. Wow.
Yo, no bullshit. We was like, that's the first time. He was like 13 years old. He's like, this, you know, because this is what's going to have you make you survive on the street. If y'all gonna be out here, he said, listen, I can't stop you. He said, I can't stop y'all because you know y'all little niggas gonna do what y'all want to do anyway. But I could tell y'all what y'all need to do to protect yourself, and y'all could be able to live, to be able to see another day on these streets. Because if you got niggas out here trying to come after you, y'all gonna have to. This is where if this is what you want to do, and you want to be out here, this is what it come with in here.
Wow.
So he put them things out there and said, this is what y'all gotta do. And you know what I'm saying? So he said, this is what it is. He said, and he said, after this, go out there and go see where them boys is at and go show them what y'all working with. Don't let them come find you. You go find them.
Exactly.
And I'm talking about this is my partner. This is his. I'm talking about this is an adult now. He's an adult, and he's like schooling us on the game. Like, listen, you know, if y'all gonna be out here, this is what it is now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If not,
Right.
take your ass back in the house. But if you go,
Well, we lost Jefe, man. He did say his battery is gonna die. We just want to tell you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Every Tuesday, it's Raising Kings Tuesday. Make sure you guys go out and vote. Make sure you guys continue to fight. Make sure you guys continue voicing your opinion. Fill out your census. All of these things are important. Continue to fight. Continue to, even if you're just out here on your social media platforms, make sure you just, you continue to promote what's going on. Make sure you continue to fight. Any fight, anything that you're doing that can contribute to what we are trying to accomplish, that's all that matters, Thank you for tuning in with us. Hit us up on RaisingKingsPodcast at gmail.com. RaisingKingsPodcast at gmail.com. Raising Kings PC on Twitter. We loving all of the things that you guys have been commenting. Everything you guys have been sharing with us on Instagram. We appreciate it. Keep it up. We really, really, really do appreciate it because there are some times where I'm just busy and I'm out here doing other things and I'm unable to keep up with it. So I really appreciate y'all. Keep on commenting under the videos, liking the videos. I would really appreciate if you guys send us emails on Raising Kings PC, Raising Kings Podcast at gmail.com. I'm sorry, I'm on tequila, so I'm a little lifted right now. Continue to send us your thoughts, voice your opinions, continue interacting with us on the social media platforms. Continue this fight, man. Make sure you go out and vote. Vote, vote, vote. It's important. You have now time to sit down and research everything that's coming up in your county's elections. It's not just about the president and the vice president and who we put into the office as far as presidential, but we also have to vote in our city councilors, mayors, judges, and things like that, because these are very, very important for what we got going on. Okay? Like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. Make sure y'all tune into the podcast on YouTube, Raising Kings Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe, comment under the videos. Hit us up in the Gmail if you have any questions, you have any topics that you'd like us to discuss. And we here for you guys. We are ready and willing to comment and, continue this fight. Stop racism. We got to continue to protest until we make the definite change that we need to be able to stop the injustices that we face, to be able to get what's due to us as civilians here in this United States of America. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Raising Kings Podcast every Tuesday. This is your girl Sassy, and I'm out.